1 week ago, I posted my second game review of the channel and it's one of the most commented video. It's only 8 comments since I'm a small channel. The game in particular is Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, which currently sits at mostly negative, 20% on Steam at the time of this video. Given that this is mostly due to the problems with matchmaking, as I gave the game a 4 out of 10, mostly because of it being a bad PC port. But what makes a bad PC port anyway? Hello, my name is Penz, and today we'll talk about the 5 red flags of a bad PC port in no particular order. But before we continue, can you pretty please hit the subscribe button, like and comment, as I'm trying to reach the Mount Everest of YouTube, which is being a partner. Thank you so much. First in our list are FPS caps. Frame rates for consoles are generally limited to 60 and sometimes even 30 FPS. But when a game arrives for PC, suddenly you're locked with the same restrictions. This isn't exactly a deal breaker, but for some who wants to make use of their piece of a PC, it does not sit well. Giving PC gamers more options is always a good thing. Next, we have no improvements. When a console game eventually reaches PC, some PC gamers expect to have some form of improvements for the game. It could be the graphics, it could be the sound, it could be the controls, or any other things that I mentioned on this list. Although some of them are not entirely required to play or enjoy the game, some of them are essential for the PC. The aforementioned mouse support, higher resolution and or frame rates, and allowing you to finally pet the good doggo, just to name a few. Third is a bad user interface. When you release a game for the PC, make sure that you make use of the mouse and keyboard as your primary way of playing it. Yes, there are exceptions to this rule, but once you rule out having a mouse cursor even in menus, or having quick navigation menus instead of actual keyboard keys, then you didn't really adjust your game to fit the PC. Fourth in our list is the signs when it releases. There are a couple of things to be aware of when a game releases. One is if it releases on the same day as consoles. Guess which version of the game would be the most broken? A prime example of this is Batman Arkham Knight, a game that was received positively for the console versions and got a poor reception for the PC because of the bad performance. Don't get me wrong, optimizing for the PC because of the many configurations is a monumental task, but it's not an excuse to try to put out garbage for PC gamers. Another thing that you should be aware of is rushed PC development. When a game is originally released on the console, see how long they took to port it to the PC. Rush work will often break on day one, and sadly, it's mostly a corporate decision to rush this game at a poor state. Saving the best for last is poor performance. Whatever system implemented on console just didn't work well for the PC basically. For whatever reason, the game does not work well or doesn't work at all. Forget system requirements. You're going to get stutters and random crashes regardless. If you want a good example of this, just try Deadly Premonition: The Director's Cut on Steam, a game that is poorly optimized even until today. So there you have it, 5 red flags of a bad PC port. What are your ideas of a bad PC port? Let me know in the comments below. And it's time for my commentary. I want to thank those who commented on the Mobile Suit Gundam Battle Operation 2, that's still a mouthful, the review basically for this video idea. I want to address one particular comment that told me that most of the issues that I pointed out are mostly human error. The problem is, if you are going to be a pilot of a 747 and suddenly they want you to learn to pilot a newer plane, it's totally human error if you do not want to improve and adjust for it. However, this is not piloting an actual airplane. This is playing video games, and the thing is, when something is hard to control for a PC gamer, is it really the PC gamer's fault that he can't keep up with the console controls? Or is it bad design? That's why motorcycle manufacturers use handlebars and not steering wheels. But I get it. If you enjoy the game, I'm genuinely happy that you are. But if I were to give this game a higher rating, it will be against my personal experience. You do not have to look far for other reviews of the game. You can check out the Steam reviews and just ignore the ones regarding the bad server issues. You will see a few of them mentioning the bad UI and bad controls for the game. Also, you better check the peer-to-peer connection that they are trying to implement for the game, which has caused many matchmaking problems. Thank you for the video idea, and I'll see you hopefully in the next video. Have a great day ahead.